Welcome to the Hawaii Association for College Admissions Counseling Virtual College Fair. We have an awesome lineup of institutions for you to hear from this afternoon, and they are really eager to share great information about their schools with you all. But first, I have some quick housekeeping items for you. First, this is a webinar, so our panelists cannot see or hear you because your microphones and your cameras are turned off. And this is being recorded this afternoon. So within a week, you'll be able to hear this recording as well as all the other recordings that happened today at strivescan.com/Hawaii. Finally, we know you're going to have questions, and so don't hesitate to put those questions in the Q&A at any time. You don't have to wait for a particular college or university to present in order to submit your question, but we would ask that you type your question and then also direct it to a particular college. So type your question and then list the college that you're directing your question to so that our panelists can answer appropriately. This is a 6x6 format, which means each college only has 6 minutes to present their information. So we're going to have a great program, and before long, you're going to learn so many great things about these colleges. So without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our first presenter, Washington State University. Take it away when you're ready, Kim.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for that introduction. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. We always need to narrate when we share our screen. That's just the way we do it. All right. Well, thank you all for joining us. My name is Kim Dela Cruz Kelly with Washington State University. I'm an alum of Washington State University and the admission counselor who works with all of our students from Hawaii, both freshmen and transfer students. I'm excited to share information with you folks because I was once in your shoes. I grew up and I'm currently living in Oahu, and I graduated from a local high school as well. So welcome, and I'm excited to be helping my kama'aina today. So WSU is made up of 6 campuses. We have 5 campuses located across the state of Washington. And then our 6th campus is a distance learning education campus called Global Campus. Today's presentation will focus on the Pullman campus, our largest and residential campus. Throughout this PowerPoint, you'll see a QR code that says request info at the bottom of my slides. Feel free to scan this QR code at any time to fill out a form to stay connected with WSU. As you saw on the previous slide, WSU Pullman is located on the eastern side of the state. Don't let that beautiful rural location scare you or intimidate you, because we are, even though we're on the eastern side, we have a lot in store for you. You definitely will have 4 distinct seasons. It's not going to always be rainy in the eastern side. You'll get high temperature summers, low temperature winters, beautiful falls and springs. We're about an hour or 2 away from lots of outdoor activities like hiking, river sports, when it's snowing, snowboarding, and skiing. Pullman is one of the remaining true college towns in the nation. So what that means for you is that you're going to be surrounded by a lot of other students and people who not only work for the university, but are earning their degrees as well. And this makes for a really supportive environment for you while you're going to school. All right, so even though WSU is a large institution, we do have about 20,000 students who attend WSU Pullman every year. We admit about 5,000 new students. We don't sacrifice your educational experience at our large university. So our student to faculty ratio is still 16:1. 80% of our courses are 50 or less students. 60% of them are 30 or less students. And again, I hope that rural location didn't scare you. I hope this picture here of our Hawaii Club kind of brings you at ease a little bit. Maybe you could see someone, maybe you could see yourself in this group. One of the biggest things we try to do at WSU is help our students facilitate and create communities on campus so that they could feel like they have a home away from home. A couple ways we try to do this is through our involvement opportunities. You could see all of them listed there under campus life, and through our freshman live-in rules. So first year freshmen are required to live on campus, and that really helps you get connected with the university community, and it kind of forces you to do some socializing and have fun with folks on your floor, and allows you to get to know folks that you wouldn't have gotten to know otherwise. One of the other things I want to highlight here is that we have 33% of our students are multicultural, 32% of them are first gen. That means there's lots of resources for you on campus. One of the resources I want to highlight is our multicultural student mentoring program. And a lot of Hawaii students will get paired with other Hawaii mentors who are current students who help you during that first year at WSU during that transitional time. All right. So WSU has some really great academic opportunities for our students, including our WSU Honors College. All majors are compatible with the Honors College. If kind of that large classroom experience and that large campus scares you, maybe you're taking honors classes and you're in AP classes right now, you're used to those small classroom sizes, discussion-based classes. The Honors College is a really great opportunity for you to continue having that experience in college. As I mentioned, all of our majors are compatible, and it costs the same tuition as a student who's not in the honors college. So it's truly for students who want this type of environment. WSU also awards credit for any college level coursework that you've taken in high school. So if you took an AP or IB test, we just need to see those test scores to award you credit. Or if you've taken college in the high school through Running Start, or maybe you took a credit through a local community college. We do have over 200 fields of study for undergraduate students. They kind of live within 8 of our 11 colleges listed there. Each of our colleges have research opportunities and study abroad opportunities. I wish I could go through all of our different majors, but just know that we have lots of majors to choose from. We have popular ones and whatnot, but if you could see yourself at WSU, there's probably an academic opportunity and experience waiting for you that suits what you want to do in the future and the type of career you want to enter in the future. So money, if you want to come to WSU, I know money and finances are a huge part of that decision. So we do have scholarships specifically for out-of-state students. We have 3 different types here. Keep in mind that these are for the fall 2021 cohort that's starting in the fall. So these numbers, dollar amounts, and GPA thresholds change every year. We typically solidify the thresholds for your application year the summer before. So hopefully we'll have some new numbers available for our juniors and sophomores soon. So we have our Cougar Award, which is $7,000 per year for 4 years for students who have a cumulative high school GPA of a 3.2 to a 3.59 on a 4.0 scale. We have the Distinguished Cougar Award, which is equivalent to the WUI, and that's another out-of-state award there. I just want to show that these are 3 different ways for you to kind of prepare. So you want to apply to WSU, submit your transcripts, and we are test blind this year. Please stay connected with me. Here's my contact information, and I'll post it in the chat as well. Thank you.
Kim, thank you so much to you and Washington State University. Great presentation. Audience, don't forget, you can put those questions in the Q&A at any time. Type your question and then also list the college or university that you're directing your question to. Next up, I have the pleasure of introducing to you Portland State University. Take it away whenever you're ready.
Great, thank you. And in the chat, I just put in the link. So if you want to stay in contact with Portland State, please feel free to fill that out. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so my name is Tanya Sanchez and I am the Assistant Director of Multicultural Recruitment here at Portland State, and I'm also your admissions counselor. So if you have any questions after today, I am your go-to person and I am happy to help answer and help you in whatever way I can. And I'm excited to talk to you a little bit more about PSU and what we have to offer. So let's go ahead and jump in. A fun fact, PSU was founded in 1946, a year after World War II ended, to help cater to the returning veterans from the war. Since then, we've grown to be one of Oregon's largest universities here in Oregon with about 26,000 students. Of those 26,000, 20,000 are undergrad. We also take pride in being the most diverse public institution in the state, with almost 50% of our students identifying coming from diverse ethnic and racial backgrounds. There's also a lot of students like myself who are the first in their family to go to college. We also have a number of international students coming from different parts of the world. There's approximately 89 different countries represented in our international student population. Now, one of the things that makes PSU unique is the fact that we are the only urban institution in the state. So if you don't mind bikers, if you are vegan, there's a lot of great vegan restaurants here in downtown Portland, and you like hipsters, it's a great place to be. So we're a 50-acre campus right in the heart of downtown Portland. You don't really know where campus ends or begins. And while we're not your typical college location, you can get that typical college experience as we offer campus housing, about 10 different residence halls to choose from. There's also different ways to get involved with over 200 different types of student clubs, anywhere from academic clubs to cultural clubs to student government. If you want to stay active and fit, there's intramural sports, club sports. We also are an NCAA Division I school. So if you're looking to tailgate before a football game or get a group of students together and go to a basketball game and cheer on our Vikes, you can definitely do that here at PSU. We also have a number of cultural and resource centers to ensure students feel comfortable and have the resources that they need to be successful here at Portland State. As mentioned, what really sets us apart or makes PSU unique is our location. And we provide students with a lot of unique experiences and opportunities. So we believe that it's important that students are not only preparing in the classroom, but also in the real world. So we work with over 500 different community partners that range anywhere from large corporations and companies to small local businesses and government agencies. 100% of our students do some type of internship or service learning as it relates to their major. So you're not only working towards your degree, but you're also preparing and networking so that you are a competitive candidate when you graduate and are looking for that, looking for those opportunities in your field. Our top local employers for PSU grads include Nike. Our Nike World Headquarters are just 15 minutes away from campus. Google, Intel, Kaiser, Multnomah County, Apple, and so many more as listed here. So again, a lot of great opportunities. And as I mentioned, we are one of Oregon's largest universities, but we still manage to keep the average freshman class size to about 28. So not too different from a lot of your classes perhaps now in high school or in your community college. And one of the benefits of going to a large liberal arts university like Portland State is the wide range of academic programs that you can choose from. So we have over 200 different academic programs that includes majors, minors, and certificates. Our most notable majors include business, computer science and engineering, social work, psychology, criminal justice and criminology, and biology. So a lot of our pre-med tracks. The other thing that we have is a very well-established study abroad program. So if you're interested in studying abroad, that is something that you can do here at Portland State. Now I want to jump into the requirements. What does it take to get into PSU? So for our freshman students, we are looking for a 2.5 unweighted GPA. This has recently changed due to COVID. So before it was a 3.0, but we brought that down to 2.5, and we're committed to that GPA for the next 3 years, as we know that COVID has affected a lot of students academically. In addition to that GPA, we are asking that students complete 15 units of college prep coursework with a C- or better, which includes all of the subject areas listed here. And we are test optional, so we do not require the SAT or ACT for admissions purposes. That is a choice. You're more than welcome to submit it. Just know that if you choose not to submit it, it will never count against you. Those test scores can only ever help you. And just so we're clear, we also have a lot of opportunities for students, specifically students from Hawaii, to make things more affordable here at Portland State. So one of our biggest scholarships, or if not our biggest scholarships for our out-of-state students, is the WUI scholarship. What's great about our WUI scholarship is the fact that if you meet the requirements, you are guaranteed the scholarship. So again, it's a 3.0 GPA for our freshmen and transfer students. And as long as you meet these requirements, you are guaranteed the scholarship, which is about $15,000 per year. So instead of paying $30,000 to attend Portland State, you're looking about closer to $14,000. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Tanya and Portland State University. Isn't this a fun way to learn about multiple schools in a short amount of time? Next up, I have the privilege of introducing to you Sonoma State University. Take it away whenever you're ready.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Jose. I'm the Senior Enrollment Advisor for Sonoma State University. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Sonoma, who we are and what we offer. So for those of you not familiar with Sonoma State, we are located in the beautiful state of California. We are in Northern California, so just about 45 minutes north from beautiful San Francisco, nestled within the wine industry of the state of California. We're a small to mid-sized campus with about 8,600 students on our campus. We were established as a small liberal arts college in 1960, and then we became part of the California State University system in 1961. We do offer a little over 180 different clubs and Greek organizations for you all to choose from. And this is a great way for you to get involved in campus, build your community, and develop those lifelong friendships along the way. So how do we rank within other CSUs and other universities? Our nursing program just got ranked #1 this past year. Our Green Music Center is ranked #3 most amazing campus arts center. We are ranked #4 within the CSU of graduating our freshmen in just 4 years. #14 top public school in the West. And then your student to faculty ratio is going to be about 23 students per professor. And then your average class size is going to be 25 to 29 students. So here's a list of some of our impacted majors that we have at Sonoma State. As you can see, they range between the sciences, engineering, social science. And when I talk about impacted majors, that means that these are some of our most popular majors that we have at the university. Aside from that, we offer a little over 45 different majors with 70 distinct concentrations for you all to choose from. We do offer undergraduate research opportunities for all of our students, even starting your freshman year. And then we have a great study abroad program where we partner with 64 plus different universities across 6 different continents for you to have that opportunity to do so. And you can have and do that after your second year at the university. And you could either do it for a semester or a whole year. We are part of the NCAA Division II schools with about 12 different varsity sports from you all to choose from. And if you are recruited, you could be offered a partial scholarship to play for Sonoma State University that you can use either towards your tuition or your housing costs. As well, we do have club sports with about 20 different club sports and about 15 different intramural sports as well. And if you want to play club sports, you don't have to try out for those and you will still play competitive with other universities. So one of the unique things about Sonoma State is that we don't offer your traditional dorms. We have what we call our suite and apartment style living. So the picture, the background that you see behind me, that's what your housing will look like at Sonoma State. So at Sonoma State, we only offer like the suite and apartment style living. So that means that you as a student will have the opportunity to have your own bedroom, your own bathroom, and your own closet, even as a freshman at the university. Although we don't require you to live there during your first year, over 90% of our first year students live there. And then after that, over 35% of our student body continues to live there. So we're definitely what we would call a residential campus where our students come to live, learn, play, and develop those skills within the university itself. So this is a list of some of our campus resources that we have at the university. Keep in mind that these resources are there to help you as you're transitioning into the university and to make sure that you are successful while you're there. So what are we looking for as far as freshmen applying to Sonoma State? One is that you're a high school graduate or equivalent. 2, that you complete those A through G requirements with a grade of C- or better. And then this year, because of COVID-19, we have developed a new first year multi-factor scoring system. And then, of course, if you are applying to an impacted major, that you meet those impacted major requirements. So because of COVID-19, the CSU system, along with Sonoma State University, has made some new updates as far as our admissions process. One is that we will consider grades of credit or pass as for filling those A through G courses. 2, we will temporarily suspend the use of the ACT and SAT exams for all of you that are planning to apply for fall of 2022 and so forth. And then the multi-factor scoring system, this is how it works. If you're applying to an impacted major that requires a minimum eligibility, your application will be subject to the multi-factor scoring system. And then since you are out-of-state students, all of your application will fall under the multi-factor scoring system as well. So Sonoma State is proud to call themselves, and we're part of the WUI program. One of the best things about us is that there is no requirement. All you have to do is just sign up, file, a simple application that will probably take you 5 minutes, that will only ask for your personal information, the program that you're coming into, and what state are you coming from. This is open to all the programs. The only exception that we don't open it up to, it's our nursing program. But aside from that, it's open to everybody that applies and gets admitted to the university. And this is just kind of for you to get an idea. So our regular tuition per year at Sonoma State is about $7,952. As a non-resident, so that meaning not a state student, it's about $19,000. But you would automatically get a 10,000. You would automatically get over a 9,000 scholarship to attend Sonoma State. So that means that you would only be paying about $10,000 per year. And then our application opens on October 1st and it closes by November 30th. So make sure that you apply for that. And then ways to stay in contact with me, contact my office, the Office of Student Outreach and Recruitment, and we will be able to help you and answer any of your questions that you have about coming over to Sonoma State University.
Jose, thank you so much to you and Sonoma State University for presenting today. Next up, I have the opportunity to introduce to you Johnson & Wales University. Take it away.
Morning. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Renee D'Onofrio, and I am an admissions representative with Johnson & Wales University. Johnson & Wales is a not-for-profit university, and we were founded in 1914. Our main campus is located in Providence, Rhode Island, and we also have a regional campus in Charlotte, North Carolina. The great thing about having the two locations is once you're accepted to one, you are accepted to both campuses. Now, our campus in Providence, Rhode Island, we're located right in the center of the city. And then our culinary campus is right along the Providence waterfront. Providence is a very walkable city. It's not overpowering like, say, a New York City or a Boston. So it's very easy to navigate. Plus, we also have a great public transportation system, so your car is not required. Now, Money Magazine ranked us as one of their top universities, and we're definitely considered a medium-sized university, but on the smaller side with just over 6,700 undergraduate students on campus. Now, our campus here in Charlotte, North Carolina, definitely on the smaller side, but just like Providence, right in the center of the city. Charlotte's actually home to the second largest contingency of Fortune 500 companies. So really great opportunities for all of our students to continue on after college, or maybe even get a part-time job while they're in college. The Wall Street Journal ranked Johnson & Wales, North Carolina's campus as one of their top universities. And again, on the smaller side with just over 1,500 students. Now at Johnson & Wales, we want you to do what you have a passion for. So jot down this website or maybe take a quick picture, and it will help you find a major based upon your passion. So how can you combine two areas and find that major? So this website can help guide you. It'll eventually take you to the name of a major. But at Johnson & Wales, we have 6 different schools and colleges. We have our College of Business. We have our College of Arts and Sciences. We have our College of Health and Wellness. So for anyone on those pre-med pathways, we have Engineering and Technology. We have one of the top culinary programs in our College of Food Innovation and Technology, and our College of Hospitality, which was also just ranked number 7th in the world. So over 60 majors. You can check out these online. You'll see the curriculum and learn a little bit more. Now there's 3 parts to the curriculum at Johnson & Wales that I want to share that's a little bit different from what you're traditionally experiencing at some of the larger colleges and universities. Our freshmen are taking classes specific to their major right from freshman year. So freshman year, sophomore year, you're taking those core classes that are specific. And then junior year rolls around, and that's when those general education classes kick in. So a little bit opposite of what you would traditionally see at the state colleges and universities. The second part of our curriculum that's a little bit different is we believe in more of a hands-on learning style. So we have learning labs versus academic classrooms. So whether you're a criminal justice major, a finance major, a product development in the culinary sciences, or sports entertainment or event management, whether you're in Providence or whether you're in Charlotte, you'll have these learning lab environments. So more of that hands-on experience. And this leads up to our third component to our curriculum is we believe in internships. Across the board, no matter what your major, our students are out there in the world working with professionals. What skills have they gained those first 2 years taking those core classes, and how are they putting them into play in the real world? Just some numbers that I want to highlight. 71% of our students that participate in a paid internship actually have a job offer from the company that they intern with, even prior to graduation. So yes, 4 years of college, but what's coming after, we want to be sure our students are set up to be successful. Now we have small class sizes, as I mentioned, in the learning lab. So you're working side by side with your professors. You'll never be in a class with 500 students. That's just not who Johnson & Wales is. We have study abroad, and you're able to study abroad second semester of freshman year, and we have received word that this will start back up the next academic year, assuming all goes as planned. Lots of ways to get involved, whether it be an academic-based club or a fun activity. College is not just about class, but what are you doing after? So over 150 clubs, different ways to get involved. We have a variety of housing on campus. We do have a 2-year residency requirement. We have some dorms that overlook the ocean. We have some that are right in the center of the city. And we even have one that's just about 20 yards from Starbucks. So a great way to kind of get your coffee on the way to class. We're part of the NCAA at Johnson & Wales, so you can be a cheerleader on the side or even participate. We have different sports in Providence as well as Charlotte. And our coaches are out on the West Coast recruiting quite a bit. So if you do get to the mainland, let our coaches know. We are a not-for-profit university, and we're not impacted. 94% of our students do receive financial assistance. The first step is your merit-based scholarships. These are awarded with your acceptance. They range up to $23,500. We also work with the National Student Organizations and award scholarships, and the government awards the federal grants as well. Johnson & Wales has its own grant money too. So check us out, do a virtual tour from home, or come and visit us at campus. We also have Wildcat chats. You can talk with students or professors. Our application deadline actually was just extended to July 1st. We are SAT, ACT optional, and there's no fee to apply to Johnson & Wales. Here's our website, so check it out. Our average GPA is a 3.2, and as I mentioned, we are test optional. You can scan this QR code to learn more. And again, my name is Renee, and thanks so much for listening.
Renee, thank you so much to you and Johnson & Wales University. Next up, I have the privilege of introducing to you both Linda and Shane from University of Hawaii, Maui College.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Shane Paiba, and I'm a counselor at UH Maui College. I'm happy to be joining you folks today to share a little bit about our campus and what makes us unique. I'm also privileged to have a colleague of mine, Linda, join us as well. So she'll be chiming in as well during this presentation. UH Maui College is located on the beautiful island of Maui and services the whole county of Maui, which includes the island of Molokai and Lanai. On average, our enrollment's around 2,900 students, and we pride ourselves on a small class sizes, which provides for a more intimate but yet challenging curriculum for our students. UH Maui College falls under the University of Hawaii Community College system, but offers 3 bachelor's in applied science degrees, which sets us apart from the other CC campuses, hence the name UH Maui College. Our 3 bachelor's in applied science degrees are, we call it ABIT, which stands for Applied Business and Information Technology. So if you're interested in possibly pursuing some type of entrepreneurship or business, that may be the degree for you. It's kind of a hybrid degree, which offers some business application as well as some IT application. Our other bachelor's degree is engineering technology. Those are our students that are interested in that area in technology and engineering. That is a great 4-year program to get you all the skills that you need to pursue that field. And lastly, our sustainable science management program is another unique degree that we offer in the UH system. And it's geared for our students that are interested in pursuing the field of sustainability. In addition to our 3 bachelor's degrees, we also offer 19 two-year degrees in Associates in Arts, Associates in Science, Associates in Applied Science degrees. Some of our more popular two-year degrees are our liberal arts program. Mainly a lot of our students at Maui College use our liberal arts program to transfer on to other four-year institutions that are represented here, as well as within the UH system. We're fully accredited, so a lot of your transcripts, for those of you that are our current local students, will be eligible to transfer to most institutions in the US. Another popular two-year program that we offer at Maui College is our nursing program. It's a very competitive program, highly recognized within the state, and it's one of our most popular programs that our students pursue at Maui College. We also have a dental hygiene program, as well as our culinary arts program. Our culinary arts program is well known as well. We have a lot of celebrity graduates like Sheldon Simeon. A lot of our instructors have appeared on the Food Network, like our instructor Cheech, who has competed in numerous culinary battles on the Food Network. And lastly, we also have like our automotive program. That's a very popular program within our college and our local students here at Maui College. In addition to our programs, I'm happy to report that Maui College, as of 2020, we joined the WICHI Interstate Passport Network of institutions. What that means is, as a network institution, if you graduate from Maui College with a passport, you can transfer to over 40 institutions recognized in the US and have met their gen ed requirements. So it's a great opportunity for our local students that are maybe, because of the pandemic that we're going through, are thinking of staying home for a year or two. It's a great opportunity for you folks to get your gen eds out of the way, save money, and eventually transfer into an institution of your choice. We're a WUI institution. I mentioned earlier, we're fully accredited. We're open access, open door campus. We operate like a community college, so there's no admissions requirements. Our tuition averages around $131 a credit for our resident students, and for our non-resident students, $345 a credit. So it's a great economic way to get you started on your education and get your education going at Maui College. Thank you.
Great. Thank you so much for your presentation today. So it appears that our friends from Santa Clara University weren't able to join us. So I'm going to ask all of our panelists to go ahead and turn back on their cameras. And we're going to give some more great opportunities to hear a little bit more about each of your colleges and universities. So either we'll go round robin in the same order that you presented. Either answer this question: what is your favorite event or tradition on campus? Or give an interesting or fun fact about your school. So we'll start with Kim from Washington State University first.
Hi, everyone. Like Courtney mentioned, my name is Kim Dela Cruz Kelly from Washington State University. I'm going to go with my favorite event on campus because, as I mentioned, I am an alum and I work with our Hawaii Cougs, and it'll have to be family weekend. We have a family weekend in the fall and a family weekend in the spring. I'm a little biased because I work with Hawaii students and I was a part of the Hawaii Club, and we host a luau for each of those family weekends. And it's just so amazing to see families fly up and just enjoy Pullman weather, one, but then to see what their students have accomplished and how much they've grown for the time they dropped them off at the airport or left them on campus. So it's a really great time to see families come back and support their Cougs.
Tanya from Portland State.
Thank you. There's so many events to choose from. But as a student, my favorite event when I was a student was midnight breakfast, because one, who doesn't like free breakfast food? And two, it happened during Dead Week, which is the week before finals, when everyone looks like zombies. Everyone is with their coffee in hand and walking. Campus looks just as alive at 11 p.m. And they will convert the ballroom into a it looks like a casino. So there's different places that you can win prizes, different games. They also rent out inflatables, a mechanical bull. So it's really just a fun way to de-stress, get some, take a break from studying and come together and motivate one another to be positive going into finals week. So I really enjoyed that.
Jose from Sonoma State.
I think one of our biggest events that all of our students enjoy, it's our big night. So it's our kind of our welcome event for all of our students. And we turn the university into a carnival. So we bring the Ferris wheel, we bring rides, all the clubs and organizations are tabling. So that way new incoming first time like freshmen and transfer students can already start seeking out where they want to be a part of within the university. And it's a big fun event. It starts at 10 and it ends until like 4 in the morning. So it's a great way to welcome all of our students at the university.
And Renee from Johnson and Wales.
I would have to say, and I'm thinking back from when I was a freshman, is our first night on campus for all of our students. So our freshmen, once the sun sets, in our main quad, we do fire pits and we have s'more stations going, and our culinary students kind of do the s'mores for all of the students, and you walk from different station to station so you can have different things added in. But the better part of it is all of our freshmen jot down what their dreams and hopes are. What do they want to accomplish their 4 years in college? Who's their dream company to go and work for? And they put it in the lanterns. We used to let them fly up in the air, but we're being social responsible now. So we just have to pin them to a string. But it's a great way to kind of really think about and envision where you see yourself for those 4 years. You can look back and say, did my dreams come true, or did I exceed those goals, what I had established for myself? So it's a great night. The sun is set, so there's just all the fire pits all over campus, in our main quad, I should say. And it's just a really exhilarating place to be, and you can just feel the excitement in the air. So that's one of my favorite parts of getting on campus.
And finally, Shane and Linda from University of Hawaii, Maui College.
Yeah, for UH Maui College, since our college is such a small campus and we're known to be more of a commuter campus, our student life has a little different presence than the rest of the panelists here. But for me, current activities that stand out are club days. It's really exciting to see our students kind of participate in our club days as well as the first day. But for me personally, I enjoy activity is our cafeteria. Like I mentioned earlier, our culinary arts program is well known. And so, they're known for their lunches. The students put together great products, and we have what we call our class act restaurant. And so this is our fine dining preparation for our students. And so if you ever have an opportunity, it's a great way to get a 4-course meal at a fraction of a cost. And the food is just, what you would find in any top-notch restaurant. So I have to tout food because I enjoy eating. And it happens every day on our campus.
Hi, this is Linda. For me, it's graduation. My image in the background, that's where we have graduation, and it's such a special event for many families. And the graduates, they're all their leis, and it's piled high up, and I just imagine, the background. Just filled with family and friends and the graduates, and it's such a special, memorable time here at Maui College.
It's absolutely one of the best things about the work we do, bringing students to campus for orientation and seeing them graduate and go out into the world afterwards. Because we still have a couple of minutes, and you guys are the experts, I'm gonna ask you to give some expert advice to the students and families listening. So if you could answer this question, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll go in that same order that you presented again. So Washington State University up first.
Oh man, I think the number one piece of advice during your college search is to never assume you know everything there needs to know about a college, or whether it's a local college or a mainland college, because there's always something that they're gonna, the admissions counselor is gonna share that you're gonna say, oh, I didn't know that, or oh, I didn't know that I could have gotten this type of scholarship. So definitely explore, attend as many of these types of sessions and college presentations at your high schools, or any way you can get in contact with that admissions counselor, because you never know what opportunity awaits you in those conversations.
Awesome advice.
I think similar is make sure that you ask questions when those questions pop up. I know that for me, being the oldest in my family and being the first person to go to college, I felt like I could do it on my own. I would always figure things out. So I missed out on a lot of great opportunities because I didn't ask questions, because either I was afraid to ask questions, or like Kim mentioned, I thought I knew what I was doing or would figure it out. And um, let my pride get the best of me. So don't be afraid. We're here to help. Doesn't matter what colleges you're looking for. Ask those questions, apply to the colleges you're interested in, apply to all of those opportunities that they have. So that way you have choices. You're not limiting yourself right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of circling everything that both Kim and Tanya touched upon. And then I think definitely, doing your research. It's always good to do your research early. It's always good to kind of understand, even if you can't fly to the mainland, but also understanding what the difference is between a big university, kind of like Oregon and Washington that has 30 to 40,000 students versus, it's something smaller like Sonoma or Johnson and Wells. So what those differences are and what that means as well. Because, a lot of the time students, it happens, they're like, oh, I want to go to a smaller institution. And then, they get there and they're like, oh, this is too small. Or it could be the opposite, like, oh, I want to go to a big college and have that big college experience. And then they go there and they're like, oh my God, there's 30,000 people here, I'm lost, like I want to go to somewhere small. So definitely do that research, and if you can, definitely take advantage of doing campus tours, because I think that's a great way that's kind of really solidify where you see yourself and like for the next 4 years and what college you want to attend.
Jose, I think all of us would agree that like visiting a campus is like the best way to see it. But one, if you live in Hawaii, you might not be able to visit the mainland easily, or as early maybe in the application process. And obviously the pandemic has changed our travel too. So what advice would you give to those students to really research institutions and find out what the personality is like without actually visiting? What are colleges offering right now that would allow them to see what it's like to go to school there?
I think, and I'm pretty sure all of the universities are doing that right now. It's, we're offering virtual events, whether it be virtual admissions presentation, virtual event that says, get to know our university and learn a little bit about us. Virtual campus tour where you actually kind of envision yourself within the campus. So that I think it's the easiest way and is the cheapest way to learn about a campus right now. I mean, if there's one thing that I can say, with the pandemic that has done, it's that it has given us as recruiters the opportunity to actually talk to students all around the world without us having to step out of our living rooms, and the students as well, without having them jump on a plane and learn about us. So definitely take advantage of those virtual events that every university right now is hosting.
And hopefully this is one of the silver linings of the pandemic, right? That like all colleges and universities finally have virtual info sessions. And I would also add, like, check out social media. You can follow a hashtag, you can follow the accounts. They won't follow you back. That's creepy. So, but it's a great way to learn a little bit more about the personality of the institution. And so now I'll be quiet and let Renee talk.
Well, I think what my colleagues have said prior, get on campus if you can, do a virtual tour if you're not able to, so you can really get the feeling of, is that the best fit for me? But as a parent and as a college admissions recruiter, I have 3 kids in college, or had, but don't be afraid to talk to us. Like, call us and ask us questions, because I see so many students that are taking baby steps because they're too nervous to talk to us. So take the step, call us, ask us your questions. You can never know too much about the school that you're interested in. That's my
And
best
finally,
advice.
great advice. And finally, Shane and Linda.
Yeah, just same thing, echoing everybody here on the panel, ask questions, and maybe have a plan B. It's just be prepared, have a plan B. Don't put all your eggs in one basket with regards to school. And unfortunately, if you don't get the choice of your first choice, it's not about where you start, it's also where you finish. So there's great opportunities for you. It's not the end of the world if you don't get into the institution of your choice. And lastly, have that conversation with your family. It's a family decision, and you need to talk to your parents, and really work out the logistics of really what's possible and what's affordable for you as a family.
You're on mute, Linda. I think you're on mute, Linda.
I'm sorry. All wonderful advice. I agree with everything. One of the things that I advise my students is when selecting the college or institution, does that school offer the program that you're interested in? Because again, whether it's big or small or location, if the school, if their strength is maybe in engineering, then that their program will be strong. They'll have good internship, work opportunities, because thinking about the next level. So I always think, every school has a lot of appeal, but make sure they have the program that you're paying for. That's why you're there for.
Well, and I would say have some fun with this college search. This is a really exciting time in your life, and no matter where you end up, it'll be awesome. So enjoy searching out this next new venture in your life and connect with these wonderful professionals that shared information with you this evening. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. When you close out, you'll have a quick 4-question survey that we hope that you'll provide us with some feedback. This was recorded, and all the recordings from this afternoon will be available on strivescan.com/Hawaii within 1 week. With that, I'd like to say goodbye and best wishes with your college search. Bye, everyone. Have a good one.